So growing up, my mom was a teacher for 30 years. She taught first and second grade, and she tried to talk me out of teaching many times, but I always just had an inclination for wanting to teach students, and I would sit with a whiteboard and Barbie dolls and stuffed animals and teach them whatever. And then when I went to college, to Rutgers University, I was an RA, and I worked with freshman population of students on campus and helped them through their first year journey. And then that's when I really realized that this was for me. This was where my passion was. I wanted to work with students for the rest of my life.
I am absolutely blown away and very impressed by the level of collaboration that all the teachers have and the level of support that all the teachers have shown me as a new teacher here at Sage Creek. Additionally, all of the students have been phenomenal. Everyone is so motivated and eager to try and give that first step to learning something new rather than waiting for the teacher to provide just the information. So it's invigorating as a teacher to have those kinds of interactions with students that provide the collaborative experience that I think provides the most beneficial experience for the future.
This is my 11th year teaching high school science. I grew up in Southern California, in Riverside, California. I've lived in California my whole life. I really love how the community is just really nice, everyone involved. So teachers, staff, students, everyone has been really welcoming and really friendly so far, so that's been really nice.
One of my favorite physics labs that we're going to be doing here shortly is the egg drop experiment. And the lens that we look at this experiment through is through car crashes and safety. And so we look at how do we design either a safer car or a safer helmet for sports that provides the impact resistance that someone might need in those situations where it's needed when you're in a car crash or playing, let's say, football, for instance.
I really love how the community is just really nice, everyone involved. So teachers, staff, students, everyone has been really welcoming and really friendly so far, so that's been really nice.
The strongest difference that I've noted is specifically with the collaboration. Having the ability to walk into another teacher's classroom and ask questions and feel very supported is huge. It makes me feel like I'm part of a team, makes me feel like I'm part of a family, and that we're all in this together and we're really trying our best to do the best for you as students.
So I didn't know I was passionate about history until I went to college. It was my freshman year. I took my very first required history course, and it was on the Reconstruction era, and I absolutely had my mind blown. My professor was so passionate about the way that he delivered content that I was just enthralled, and from that day forward I was like, this is something that I'm really interested in. I could see myself pursuing a career in history, and then eventually it led me to wanting to help my students develop that same passion for history that I developed when I was in college.
I started teaching back in about 2008 as a flight instructor, and as I progressed through my aviation career, I realized that a lot of the most fun I ever had flying an airplane was actually giving back to my students when I was teaching them how to fly. And I really enjoyed the classroom experience, and having the opportunity to give back to the community where I grew up in was awesome and an awesome opportunity for me. So that's how I got started teaching in high school.
So I didn't transfer from anywhere. This is my first teaching position, my first hired position. I came from Vista High School. I completed a semester of student teaching there, and then prior to that I was at Escondido at Del Dios Middle School, and I completed a semester of student teaching there. I guess I transferred from another state in just life, not for a job. I am from New Jersey, and now I live here in California.
So I started my aviation career as a way to give back to the community that gave so much back to me. And flying an airplane is amazing, but at the end of the day, I wanted to give back to Carlsbad. I grew up here, and so giving back to everyone and the next generation was something that I feel is the most rewarding thing I can do with my time. Yeah, so I grew up in Carlsbad, and I went to Carlsbad High before Sage Creek was even a school. I graduated in 2005, and then after that I went to Miracosta College. I have an associate's degree in international relations. I have a bachelor's degree in aviation management, and I have a master's of education in inspired teaching and learning from National University. My flying career has spanned several places. I've worked from flying air tours over the Grand Canyon to flying for the airlines, to flying the rich and famous around the world in their private jets.